Hello, hello, hello. This is Shayla L. Bennett, and I am here with you for 5 Minute Motivation. You can kind of consider this a preview to um, the upcoming ABLE webinar tonight. So, in last night's ABLE webinar, I opened up on a topic that I have almost never talked about before in my life. A time when I went through a depressive state in my own life, where I was really struggling with some things that were going on in my life, and how that led to even thoughts of suicide. And so I want to talk about how you can have a thought, but a thought does not have to have you. And that's actually what I went through. I had lots of different thoughts. I had depressive thoughts, I had suicidal thoughts, but those thoughts did not have to have me, and they also don't have to have you. In that time, I had gone through a job loss, I had gone through losing my home. I had gone through a time where I just had a lot of instability in my life. I had gone through a lot of life challenges. In the previous ABLE webinar, I did not talk about those. I talked about the health challenges that I went through. And that time was just as challenging as this. This time was a lot more challenging. But in those times, I had really difficult thoughts. And you can have difficult thoughts in any season, in any time of your life, because those thoughts are natural. Those thoughts are things that come as a part of what you're going through. But just because you have a thought, it does not mean the thought has to have you. You can choose your thoughts. So as you're having a thought come up, you have to decide, am I going to allow this thought to stay? Am I going to allow this thought to overwhelm me? Am I going to allow this thought to dictate how I feel and how I'm going to live my life? If you make the choice that no, I am not going to allow this thought to determine how I live my life, then you now have to choose to think something else. You now have to choose, I am going to do something different. I am going to think differently than I am right now. I am going to choose to think a more positive thought. I'm going to think a different thought. I'm going to take control of my thoughts. I heard this several years ago, and it really changed the course of how I thought. You choose your thoughts like you choose your clothes. Think about it. You can choose your thoughts like you choose your clothes. Every day, every moment, every single time a thought comes up, you can choose your thoughts like you choose your clothes. When you get up in the morning, do you decide what kind of pants you want to put on, what kind of shirt you want to put on, even what kind of socks you want to put on? If you've ever met me, if you've ever seen me, sometimes you may want to take a look down and see what kind of socks I have on. I am a person who just loves socks. I love really colorful, very vibrant, very different socks. Even if I have on black socks, there's a good chance that there's something very different about the socks that I have on. You can choose to be very expressive, even down to the socks that you put on. You can choose to have a positive thought. You can choose to have a exciting thought. You can have a joyful thought. But your thoughts, how you choose them, is really up to you. A thought can come instinctively, automatically, but your response to them, your reaction to them is always up to you. So today we're going to talk about confidence. And I really want you to think about how you are going to respond to the thoughts that you think. They may come up, but they don't have to come out. I am Shayla L. Bennett, encouraging you to have an amazing day and how you choose your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining me for 5 Minute Motivation, and make today an amazing day. See you tonight.